appalling that our educational system has denied the truth of conation. It's appalling for the teachers who are trying to teach everybody to learn in the same way and not even have the freedom to use their own innate abilities, let alone to try to figure out how to accommodate the needs of their students. One size does not fit all.
Because in a lot of education, it is about, can I learn facts and can I spit them back? But when that's the only way we judge whether a student is successful in school, it's just saying some of you are not going to be successful, and that's just not true.
In education, there's been a long history of focusing so much on skills and knowledge and intelligence that we're missing the mindset that there's this other thing about you that is a strength that if you capitalize on, learning will be better.
They are told that they're not focused, right? They are daydreaming or they're on to the next thing before the rest of the class, and so they tend to get labeled as ADD.
What we get in the world of academia is a very rigid, you need to know this is the knowledge that we're expecting you to have, and we want you to regurgitate it. And a lot of students don't make it in that.
There is a really interesting story about a colleague of mine. She wanted to get her doctorate at a university in the state of Kansas. And she went to the university with the idea that, can I do my dissertation? Can I do my research? Can I do my study on conation? I mean, she wanted to put her stamp on it with her dissertation to get her doctorate because of it. And she was told no. And she wasn't told no because they didn't like the topic. It was that when you work on your dissertation and when you have your committee, you have to have people on your committee that know the subject. Nobody at this particular institution knew the topic of conation.
I read history extensively. I pay very much attention to world affairs. Understanding how diplomats, presidents, heads of state, charismatic leaders attack the problems set before them. It's how history is made, why history is made, why it goes one way instead of the other. And Kathy's theory made extraordinary sense to me, and I was stunned that there was no one else that seemed to be working in this area.
You need a job that uses the abilities that are innate to you, that are natural for you. But our schools don't help us do that. There's no school program, there's no program anywhere, not government, not anywhere, that helps build on the conative truth inside us. This is who we are. These are the kinds of jobs we'll succeed at. One of the feelings I always had about school was you only get credit for mimicking the answer they told you was right. So the people who could remember the answer got credit.
That's all we've known in our public school systems for years, is facts, following rules. And so that's what's been recognized as being successful. What are we missing? Students not being able to naturally problem solve in the classroom.
I had a student came to me in his sophomore year, had struggled in school, bright kid. The only place he was experiencing success was at maker fairs. As a 10-year-old, he ended up going to the White House and meeting Barack Obama with a marshmallow gun that he had built. He was a kid who built stuff. One day I said, what is it about makerspace or these maker fairs that really speak to you? Why is your energy always there, and why aren't you putting more energy here in school and stuff? And he said, all my life I've tried to find my people. Those are my people. Not here. And he's talking about teachers, and he's talking about other kids who are successful when he's not. Because we make him sit in a chair all day long, and we make him think always in the abstract. And we don't talk to him about what the practical applications are of anything he's learning. And we don't give him an experience of just exploring things in a physical, hands-on way. If we do, it's rare. He's as smart as any other kid I ever met. schools are filled with people who really care about kids. They want to do what's right. They want to help kids. And here's a tool that so far hasn't really found its way there. And it is such a simple thing. And it would take away so much pain that kids have experienced in their lives. I don't get it. I don't know why we don't use it.
You know, the big problem when you don't understand conation, if you don't understand what's making a person tick, you can think, oh, they're being lazy, or they're just playing dumb, or they just don't want to do it, or they're just acting out. Yeah, they're acting out being who they are. When you try to be you and it doesn't fit somebody's idea of what you're supposed to be like or what you're supposed to do, then you have an immediate conflict between somebody's reality and what the desire is of another.
I could never figure out why I seemed to do things differently.